Next what we have, question number 3 of miscellaneous exercise. So this is question number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 we'll do together. These are the questions which are very again important. So now first question, if I say we have to prove left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So what do I observe? 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 24 by 7. So I know clearly I have to change it to tan. So sin I can change to tan and then we can apply the formula of 2 tan inverse. Right? So sin inverse 3 by 5 if I take as x, so 3 by 5 is sin x. So by Pythagorean triplet I know tan will be 3 by 4. So I can write this is all the working for left hand side. So I can write it as 2 tan inverse 3 by 4. Then we can apply the formula of 2 tan inverse x in terms of tan because we have to prove it as tan. So tan inverse 2x upon 1 minus x whole square. Right? So this will be tan inverse 3 by 2 upon 1 minus 9 upon 16. If I solve it up, what will I get? Tan inverse 3 by 2, 16 minus 9 will be 7 by 16, and if I solve it up, I will get 24 by 7. Right? Then question number 4. Now for all these type of questions, what you have to observe? If it is sin inverse and tan inverse over here, then I'll change these to tan inverse and apply the formula of tan inverse, right? So I'll write it as sin inverse 8 by 17 as y, sin inverse 3 by 5 as x. So over here 8 by 17 is sin y. By Pythagorean triplet we will write tan y is equal to, this is 17, so it will be equal to 15 upon, it will be equal to 8 by 15, right? Over here, this is 3 by 5 is equal to sin x. This is how you will be writing in exam as well. So tan x is equal to 3 by 4, right? Once we have written it in terms of tan, then I can write it as y is equal to tan inverse 8 by 15. And x is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. I can put it in the left hand side, right? So this will change to tan inverse 8 by 15 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. Now we will apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Before applying the formula, we will check the condition xy is less than 1 or not. So this is 2 by 5 less than 1. So we will apply the formula. So this will be tan inverse 8 by 15 plus 3 by 4 upon 1 minus 8 by 15 into 3 by 4, right? So quickly solve it up and see whether you are getting tan inverse 77 by 36, right? So question number 5 of miscellaneous exercise. Now what do we observe? Instead of tan sine, what we have, all the terms are of cos. So I will do it by a slightly different method. Just try to observe what is the difference over here. Since the right hand side is cos inverse, had it been tan inverse, I would have changed to tan inverse and then I would have applied the formula. Because even if I can do it by changing to tan inverse. Even if I change to tan inverse, a final answer will be in terms of tan. Then again I have to change it to cos. So couple of steps will be required. So if I apply by this method, which I am going to tell you, you will be able to do it easily. So now if we have cos over here, write it as x, this as y. So cos inverse 4 by 5 is x. So 4 by 5 is cos x. So can I find sin x from here? Yes, sin x will be what? 3 by 5. Similarly, if cos inverse 12 by 13 is y, so 12 by 13 is cos y. So can I find sin y from here? Yes, my sin y will come out to be, let's say it will be 5 by 13. Yes. So if I apply by Pythagorean triplet, this is how you will be written. Now what we will do, if we have cos over here, I'll apply the formula of and plus sign here. What you have to see, if you have this over here and this plus over here, so we have to apply the formula of cos x plus y that we did in class 11. Had it been minus over here, I would have applied the formula of cos x minus y. Had it been sin inverse over here, I would have applied the formula of sin x plus y. Had it been minus and sine, I would have applied the formula of sin x minus y, right? So all the questions where you have cos, sine, cos, all these terms, we will apply these 4 formulas that we did in class 11th, right? So what was the formula? It was cos x, cos y minus sin x and sin y, right? So cos x, I know the value. Cos x value is 4 by 5. Cos y value is 12 by 13. Minus sin x value is 3 by 5. And sin y value is 5 by 13, right? So now just quickly solve it up. This will come out to be 48 upon 65. This will come out to be 15 upon 65. If I subtract 48 minus 15, I will get 33 by 65, right? So what we are getting, cos x plus y is equal to 33 by 65. So I can write x plus y by taking cos inverse of both the sides, which is appearing as if cos is going to the other side. Cos inverse 33 by 65. X plus y. So what was x plus y? Left hand side. So what I am getting? The right hand side, right? So if I do it in this way, I will be easily able to solve my particular question. So then we will move on to question number 6. What do we observe in question number 6? Again we have cos, sine and sine term. So now what we will do is, first of all, let's write in the similar way that we did for question number 5. We will write this as x and this as y. So this will be cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to x and sine inverse 3 by 5 is equal to y. Any way around you can write. So 12 by 13 is cos x, right? So sine x will be what? We will have sine x as 5 by 13. If I do the calculation similarly, 3 by 5 is sine y. I'll have my cos y as 4 by 5, right? Now what do we observe? Just try to observe. We have plus sign here and we have sine term over here. So I'll apply the formula of sine x plus y, right? So sine x plus y, what is the formula? Sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. So I'll put the value of sine x as 5 by 13, cos y as 4 by 5, plus cos x as 12 by 13 and sine y as 3 by 5, right? So now let's quickly solve it up. So 20 upon 65 plus 36 upon 65. So we will get 56 upon 65. Right? So if I take inverse of both the side, x plus y is sine inverse 56 by 65, which is my right hand side, right? X plus y was left hand side and my right hand side has come out to be sine inverse 56 by 65, right? So these are the type of questions which we are required to solve like this. Similarly, if I have a question like this, let me write the next question, question number 7 over here. So what we have, question number 7 is tan inverse 63 by 16 is equal to sine inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5. Now over here what do we have? We have sine inverse, cos inverse as well as we have tan inverse. So what we will do is we will change now over here both the terms of right hand side to tan because we have formula of tan. Or you can write it as x plus y and apply the formula of tan x plus y. Both the ways it is correct, right? So if I change these two terms to tan, so this is my right hand side, I'll write it here. Sine inverse 5 by 13 is x. So 5 by 13 is equal to sine x. So tan x will be 5 by 12 by Pythagorean triplet. Similarly, cos inverse 3 by 5 is y. So 3 by 5 is cos y. So my tan y will be 3 by 4, right? So my question for right hand side will change to tan inverse 5 by 12 plus tan inverse 3 by 4. Now we have formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Over here, since CBSE, NCERT has not given us the formula of sine inverse x plus sine inverse y and cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. That is why I changed to original formula. But we have formula of tan inverse. So no problem, we can directly apply. Or you can write it in terms of tan x plus y. Then also it's perfectly fine, right? So now after applying the formula, you will get tan inverse 63 by 16. On the same lines, we have question number 18 where 4 terms of tan inverse are given. We will apply it together, 2 together. I'll write the question over here. It is question number 8. So what we have, tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8. We have to prove it equal to pi by 4. So we can apply the formula these two together, keeping in mind condition xy should be less than 1. So then if I apply the formula in these two, again whatever the result will be there, I'll again apply my formula, right? So this is how we will solve these type of particular questions. So next we have question number 12 of miscellaneous exercise. Again a very important question. So now what we will do, left hand side is equal to right hand side we have to prove. So I can take 9 by 4 common from left hand side. So over here it will be pi by 2 minus sine inverse 1 by 3. Now we have a property which says pi by 2 minus sine inverse will give me cos inverse 1 by 3. So I need to change now this cos inverse to sine inverse. So how will I do it? Again we'll put it equal to x. So 1 by 3 is equal to cos x. So now sin x by Pythagorean triplet will come out to be 2 root 2 by 3. Hence this can be written as 9 by 4 sin inverse 2 root 2 by 3. Right? So next, this is very important question, solved example of NCERT miscellaneous. Very important. What is given over here? Sin inverse 12 by 13 cos inverse 4 by 5 tan inverse 63 by 16 is equal to pi. So now what we will do is we will change, in one term is in tan, so I'll change these two also in terms of tan. So sin inverse 12 by 13 I'll write as x, cos inverse 4 by 5 I'll write as y. So 12 by 13 is equal to sin x, 4 by 5 is equal to cos y. So over here cos x will be what? It will be 5 by 13 and sin y will be what? It will be 3 by 5. Right? So based on this particular thing, now my cos x is 5 by 13 and my sin y is 3 by 5. So what will be my tan? I can do it tan also directly because we have to find for tan. So tan x will be what? Tan x from here will be 12 by 5 and from here it will be 3 by 4. Right? Now the left hand side will change to what? It will be tan inverse 12 by 5 plus tan inverse 3 by 4 plus tan inverse 63 by 16. Right? Now what do we have? We have to apply the formula. So if I check these two terms, what we have to check the condition? What is the condition? That xy should be less than 1. So what is my x? 12 by 5. What is my y? 3 by 4. So if I multiply, it is coming out to be 9 by 5, which is greater than 1. Hence our next formula, which is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, xy greater than 1, then pi plus will come into picture, right? So my formula, very important point which you have to remember, here it will be pi plus tan inverse 12 by 5 3 by 4 upon 1 minus 12 by 5 into 3 by 4, and this tan inverse 63 by 16 will be as it is. So over here I will write it as pi plus tan inverse. If I solve it up, it is coming out to be minus 63 by 16 plus tan inverse 63 by 16. So tan inverse minus x we know is minus tan inverse 63 by 16 plus tan inverse 63 by 16. These two will get cancelled. My answer is pi. Hence the question is proved. So very important that we have to check over here xy is less than 1. If you don't check, you will not get the result. So we will make it a habit of checking xy less than 1 or not in all the questions.